think one of our engine mounts, the actual thread of it's broken.
What will I do?
The blessings came in waves and could be felt for days. Oh, how my bones still shake at your name. In sweat we said.
Just another day in paradise on a boat called Finding Avalon. So, last week if you missed it, stuck my head up from fish filleting. A lovely surprise. As if we could find an island cooler than the last one. We introduced you to two stowaways who joined us for a sailing trip around the Blas island.
Hello. What's your name? Georgia.
Welcome back to Avalon, kind sir.
Thank you for having me.
Play what's inside of me. La, 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 la,
The Hollanders Keys are a group of 21 islands at the far north extreme of the Blas territory. There's a 7-mile long protruding reef separating and protecting the islands from the open ocean. And apparently a few crocodiles frequent these ones too, owing to the dense mangroves. So we arrived in Hollanders Keys, and it's completely different to all the other places we've been to. A bit of a nice surprise.
What's that?
Instead of it being a bunch of islands, just a clump of sand with laden with palm trees, it's mangrovey. So we're just checking out the mangroves now. Georgia's sat this one out. She's having a little bit of a rest because we've been all go 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 go. Morning, it was time to head off to our next stop. Well, that was the plan anyway.
Oh dear. This doesn't look good.
Yeah, I think one of our engine mounts, the actual thread of it's broken. Which is weird.
Oh crumbs.
And these are the old engine mounts that we have, so I was just about to go and see if this will potentially slot back in.
How did you make that discovery?
When we turned it on, it was just making a very loud rattling sound and the engine was moving around a lot.
Like when we first saw the boat?
It was a very odd sound. I had a look and I think that it's broken.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Are you going to put one of the old ones on?
Yeah, I think so. So, when we first bought Avalon, for those that don't know, you can probably check it out in maybe episode 2 or 3.
Linked below, and up here. Click. Continue.
The engine vibrated excessively when we first started it. And it was the surveyor that pointed it out that it was quite bad, which led to a leak in the rear oil seal. The rear shaft seal. So as part of the deal, they replaced all the engine mounts on Avalon to the correct ones. So it's weird that one of them is broken.
All I do is adore you all of the time.
We did the whole halyard trick to hoist the engine up, whilst we freed the broken engine mounts and replaced it with the trusty spare.
I'd like to love you every day.
So that's our engine mount, and the bolt has just sheared off.
I'd like to love you,
Major
if I may. I'd like to love you.
With our captain having saved the day, Avalon was free to spread her wings in the direction of the Coco Bandero Islands. Myself, Georgia and Mitch were all plumb tuckered from Jackson fixing the engine, so we went for a chill on the beach as soon as we got to Coco Bandero. Jackson, on the other hand, couldn't resist going for an explore on the outer reef.
Explain what's going on. I smell a fish.
Calamari.
How's your dive? Really? No, you can't catch calamari. You don't have a net. How would you have done that? No, you didn't. Speared a calamari. Alright, well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. So it wasn't a joke.
It is?
Yep. He did catch a squid. He spear gunned a squid. Yeah. I don't know if that's the dumb thing or how do you catch a squid with a net?
More humane than the squid poppers, which are like 30 barbs on the end of a lure, which the squid then eats and has 20 barbs in his mouth.
Aww.
At least this was just a spear straight to the head, and he had lights out.
Is a valid point. So what's on the menu tonight, guys?
We're gonna try some salt and pepper squid. Everyone's
food
favourite,
tonight.
yeah, everyone's favourite.
I feel like we're at the RSL. Yep. Members draw will be at 8. Great. Right. So I don't know if we use
Another day on Avalon.
Well, this is living.
Barry.
Who's Barry? Oh, that was Barry. Sorry, Barry. Really sorry.
For 4 people who don't know what to do with a squid, I think we've done quite well.
There must have been a collective buzz in the air that was causing everyone's engines to go doolally, as the next day we were approached by some Guna Indians in their ulu that had broken down.
Well, what will I do?
Cuando tiras la cosa así, esta parte se debe hacer un poco de luz, como un momento de fuego.
Chispa.
¿Cómo se dice?
No hay chispa.
Chispo.
Chispa.
Sí, no hay chispo, entonces... Sí.
Chispa.
Chispo.
Chispa.
Chispa.
Te da agua de los fuegos.
Sadly, we didn't have the answer for them that day, but they worked their way through the anchorage and some legend got them up and running eventually. Later that afternoon, a long-awaited guest arrived at the anchorage.
Who is it, babe?
The old Lukey boy.
Lukey boy.
Can't get enough of us. He decided to come on a bigger boat though.
Some of you might remember Lukey Boy. He's crewed with us through Sardinia, Ibiza, and then again all the way across the Atlantic Ocean. We let Sovereign Grace get anchored and settled in, then headed over to visit and see how our friend lives his life on the big blue boat in the Caribbean Sea.
Lukey boy! Hello, Lukey boy!
That's me.
Oh, thank you.
Luke basically gets paid to sail around in paradise and laugh at drunk backpackers all day. Pretty good gig, I'd say.
Saving. This feels massive after Avalon.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, this is legit.
Feel free to sleep in.
So
No,
put
thank
down our salon.
The
So
galley.
sometimes we sleep people, like we have one guy sleeping here.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so sometimes we sleep people here, but there's room for 23 downstairs. We don't have any private rooms.
It's really nice. It's very tidy. You've done a good job. Who was on tidying today?
Sophie keeps a very clean home.
Yeah, Sophie, you done good.
The woman of the house.
Occasionally.
Sovereign Grace is a steel hull boat built in the 1960s and weighs 60 tons. She was actually built in Sweden and finished in Holland, so she's sailed halfway across the world to carry out her destiny. She's basically a floating hostel and carries up to 20 backpackers at a time between Colombia and the San Blas Islands.
Paramedic over here says that all signs point to a virus. So yeah.
And the sister says, I've seen this.
Yeah, George said that it ain't no thing. So yeah, we are the captains today. I think we're doing pretty well. So we've got the fishing line out. We're kind of hoping that we do catch a fish, but really hoping that we don't. And put the sails up. We've only got 10 knots of breeze, but it is on the beam, so we're going a good 5 knots. So we're pretty pleased with that. We've got the sails up, and there's something not quite right. I feel like there's one little tweak that I need to do. I've adjusted the bang and all the rest. And what do you think? We'll have a look.
We pull the anchor up?
What do you think? I feel like we could get another 0.2 of a knot out of her, but yeah. What do you reckon we could have added to that? I'd love to know. Comment below.
Made it. I'm very proud of myself. It was fun being captain. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, you did such a good job. It was a very smooth sail.
How are you doing?
My whole body aches. And I feel like I want to throw up sometimes.
Well, you have been doing a bit of that. Are they your only symptoms? Have you ever felt like this before?
Maybe if I have the flu.
Yeah.
The aching is the same as the flu, I reckon, but I don't throw up if I have the flu.
Well, let's just hope it's a very bad flu. It sounds remarkably like ciguatera, but I don't think that could be a possibility. Be a bit late after we've eaten a couple of Spanish mackerels to get that.
Yeah, well, I haven't eaten Spanish mackerel for like 3 days.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless Squiddy McSquidface had some.
He was very small. I don't think so.
I don't even know if squid have ciguatera.
I wouldn't say so. They're not exactly a predator.
What's up, Xanthe?
We need a mechanic, Lukey boy. Thanks as always for joining us on this chapter. We hope it moved you in some way.
Wilson the man! Woo!
Join us next week as we damn nearly miss our transit through the Panama Canal.
The operation is very easy. So don't get nervous. I don't want anybody to get nervous.
Zone 2, Transit Pacific Atlantic.
There she is, Pacific Ocean. The closest we've been to home in 9 months. Don't forget to throw some appreciation in the direction of our patrons. They're the ones who keep these videos coming. If you would like to jump on the love train and also get access to Jackson's most recent video about how to care for your rig, we would love to have you as part of our Patreon crew. You may even win a trip on board. Details are in the link below.